Hello, Gemini. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is a special bonus read for you. It's a Your Next Steps reading. And so I'm going to go into your next 3 steps. So, what's coming up for you? Not what's coming up for you as in a prediction, what's going to happen to you, but what's coming up for you, what the universe wants from you, what your higher self wants you to do next. Do as in inner work or outer work, taking action, so that you can have that life that you want, so that you can manifest those things that you want. So, it's what's required from you, what your next steps are. And the reason that I'm doing these bonus readings is because I've got a half price reading sale this weekend when I'm publishing this, the weekend that I'm publishing this video. And so it's on Your Next Steps reading, which is the 3 pages long. I get all of my readings out within 24 hours of you booking them, and it goes into your next 5 steps. So the next 5 things are required from you, or those changes, or the action to take, whether it's inner action or outer action, to get you moving forward on your life path to the things that you want, to manifestations that you want, to whatever you want in your life. So if you'd like to book in for one of those, I'll pop a link up there to it. It makes it 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars, which is about 35-40 American right now. And it's never going to be this price again because my prices are going up. All of my services, the prices are going up on the 1st of June. So make the most of these prices while they're still Gemini. So this is a general read, right? So it might apply to you, might not apply to you, but generally my readings are universal wisdom anyway, so you should get something out of it. Gemini, step 1. Oh, I like this. Be artistic and joy. Creativity. Doing something for the joy of it rather than doing something to get something back. When somebody writes a song just for the love of it, we all dig that song and it becomes very popular. When somebody thinks, I want to write a best-selling song because I want a house and I want to be famous, I want this from it and that from it, they write that song and then it'll flop. Because it's got a different energy to it, it's coming from a different place. I'm not saying that you can't get what you want, but your intentions behind doing something are very important. And when our expectations are about what we can get from it, predominantly, that tends to be because we're looking from a lackful place. So it's like, I don't have a house, I want a house, so I'm going to write this hit song. And then it ends up not being a hit. Whereas if you were just like being purely creative for the joy of creation, that hit song would come out and then you'd get the house, right? So it's not that you can't have what you want, it's that when you're doing something for something in particular, it tends to be coming from lack, so it tends not to be so pure and aligned and inspired. Yeah. And so Gemini, this is saying be creative. Like I've just talked about, like artists, like writing a song. That's not, it could be like a project or something. It could be readings. It could be videos that you're making. It could be anything in your life. It could be a relationship. It could be a family that you're making. It could be a house that you're building. Any kind of creativity. Our lives is a creation process. Everything in our life is a creation process. I almost lost you then. Okay. Everything in our life is a creation process. So anything that we're creating, anything that we're doing is a creation. And so if you're doing it for the joy of doing it, it's just going to be aligned. It's going to be aligned. So do things just for the joy of it. Maybe you've got a little bit bogged down with doing things for things. Yeah. And it's so easy to do. Like, because you can start off with the purest of intentions, right? Imagine me doing readings. If I didn't just like enjoy it and just do the reading and enjoy it, if I was doing it like, okay, I want 50 people to book in for Your Next Steps reading and then try and do it to get that, come across very differently. The reading would come across very differently and it wouldn't work so well. Whereas these are working really well for me. People are booking in for them. Anyway, I don't even ask for a particular number or anything. I just know that it flows and it's going to work. And when I'm tired that weekend, I still get a lot of them, but I don't get as many. And then when I've got lots of energy, a lot come in. It just flows, right? And you can trust that too, Gemini. So just be creative for the joy of it, and then what's flowing to you will flow to you. You don't have to constrict it or ask for it or try and manipulate the energies of the universe. It's like, okay, I'm only going to do this if I get this from it. And you don't need to do that. You don't need to go like, oh, okay, I'm going to really focus on 50 customers, and then take this action and be creative. That's not going to work. You don't need to cajole the universe. You don't need to control the universe. You don't need to manipulate the universe or people either. Have you ever tried doing that with a person? You want to get certain something out of a person, so you try and manipulate them. You try and focus on that. You try and talk them around. It's not good. Just have relationships with people for the joy of it, just to love them, to be loved by them. Try and get something out of someone. Same with the universe. Just be creative for the joy of it. Don't try and get something out of it, because you're going to get, if you do it for the joy of it, you're going to get what you want from it anyway, or from something else. So that's your step one. Be creative for the joy of it. Back pure to your pure childlike self of just painting pictures and then giving it to somebody like your mum to put on the fridge. Flies trying to get in my face. Ah. Step two is empower yourself, get support. Oh, yeah. Are you independent? Ah, did you hear it then? When near the microphone. Um, okay, this is annoying. Step two, empower yourself, get support. Gemini. So this is about independence, right? It's good to be independent. It's good to be empowered and to do your own thing. But you can take that too far and like cut yourself off from community, cut yourself off from support, cut yourself off from receiving and from love. Not good for anybody. Um, because the rich things in life, it's community. We're finding that out, aren't we, in COVID times for sure. The important things in life are community. It's love, it's touch, it's doing things together. Not that fly though, that can go away. So if you've been overly independent, Gemini, this is a call to let support in, let yourself be helped, let yourself be with other people, collaborate, work with other people, that kind of thing. Maybe your creativity too. Maybe it'd be more joyful if you create with somebody else. You know, my business is a solitary business. I just run it by myself. I did used to have a team though. If you've been with me for many years, you'll have seen when Be Healing I had a lot of healers and readers working for me. And how long ago was that? That was a long time ago. But yeah, um, I prefer in this business working alone. But last year I was managing the Muay Thai stadium here, and that was so much fun working with other people. You know, there's some things that are fun, when so much more fun when we're working in a team with other people. And this is saying, Gemini, maybe you are doing things alone, and it'd be so much more fun to collaborate. So yeah, there's this balance between empowering yourself and getting support, empowering yourself, like being independent and standing in your own power, doing your own thing, and also letting other people in. So you'll know where you are on that spectrum individually, Gemini, of whether you've been a bit too independent and shut up, or whether you've been all, just working with other people and not doing your own thing creatively. What about creativity, Des? Step three. Step three, Gemini, you've got love and listen. Listen to your heart. Listen to what's trying to come out of your heart. Listen to what your heart's telling you. Creativity, it comes from our heart. And so I really feel like this is connected to step one, is your creativity. You've been doing it for something, to get something. You've had an agenda, you need to surrender your agenda. It's one of my favorite phrases at the moment. Surrender your agenda and let things be what they are. Do it just for the joy of it. Listen to your heart, let it flow, let your creativity flow, let things flow through you. I'm a channel, and that's obvious, isn't it? But everybody's a channel too. That's where creativity comes from. Where do you think books and songs and stuff come from? It's all channeled. And so let yourself be a channel. Listen to your heart, let it flow through you. It wants to. Your higher self wants to flow through you. It wants to flow the energy of the universe through you. It doesn't need you to do it all by yourself and take control. Maybe you're doing it, Gemini, to try and prove your worth, because Can you really accept getting paid a lot of money or lots of accolades or whatever, lots of success, if something's just easy to you, if it's just flowed through you? I can. It's my readings. Yeah. And there's a part of me that does it. I spend the time doing this. I spend my time and my energy doing it. So of course I deserve to receive from it and plenty from it. I do it. I step up. I make myself available. And so will you too. But so you will deserve from it, but it doesn't have to all be you. It doesn't have to be your idea and your effort and your hours that you put into it. You don't have to do it all. You can let it flow through you. And this is what the universe is asking from you now. Let it flow through you. Let the universal love flow through you. Channel it. Be creative for the pure creativity of it. Gemini. There you go. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? I love hearing from you. And have an amazing weekend. Oh, and if you'd like to book in for one of those private readings while it's in the half price sale, there's a link about that. Book in for one of those. I'd love to read for you. I'll see you next time. Bye.